This is designed to eliminate 3 fears when a customer is shopping for a used vehicle and 2 fears when they're shopping for a new vehicle. The fears that it's designed to eliminate on the new side is the fear of paying too much for a new Subaru or a new Lincoln, and the fear of buying the wrong Subaru or Lincoln. Hunter, how does this prevent the customer from making a mistake and buying the wrong car?
Because we have a 72-hour exchange policy right now.
Because we've got a 72-hour exchange policy. That means if I come in here, I see an Outlander, not an Outlander, an Outback, it's a Mitsubishi. I see an Outback on the website that I like. I meet you, David. I like you. I like the store. I take delivery of the Outback. I take it home and I decide that the Outback just isn't big enough. I should have bought the Ascent. Okay? If I buy a Subaru from any other Subaru store in Virginia, I can't return it and exchange it. Okay? I'm stuck with it. I could trade it back in, but that's going to be I'm going to take a financial bath. But when I buy a new Subaru here, I've got 3 days to bring it back and exchange it, not return it, exchange it. Now, what can I exchange it for? That's going to be completely up to Steve and Kevin. They control that when the customer comes back. If I want to exchange it for an Ascent, and we've got an Ascent on the lot, do you think we might be able to make a deal? There are caveats. I can't drive it more than 300 miles. Hello, Mr. Hartman.
Go ahead.
I can't drive it more than 300 additional miles, but if I'm a good customer, I come back and there's 310 on it, and you think you might be able to make more money by putting me in an Ascent, might you make an exception?
Absolutely.
Completely controlled by your management team. Okay, it's got nothing to do with Motor Trend. Your management team controls that. I can't run into anything. I've got to bring it back in the exact same condition I took it in. If I hit a deer, I can't exchange it. Okay, we learned that the hard way. And if I should find another Subaru, just like the one I buy from you, and it comes with the same benefits on any website anywhere, I'm going to call you and say, hey, David, I found another Subaru. It's like $500 cheaper. And you'll go to Steve. Steve will look at the website. Steve will make a determination. Does it in fact have the same benefits? There's a small likelihood of that happening, but it could happen. It's actually happened twice in the last 2 months. But it can, first of all, how many people, Aaron, keep shopping after they buy a car?
Not a lot.
Yeah, there are crazy people that do it. Make no mistake about that.
Oh, we've had them.
Yeah,
we have
I'm
people
sure.
that tried.
And if anybody was going to do it, it'd be a Subaru buyer. Okay, so it does happen. But most people, I mean, they just want the good deal feeling. Steve, how many times a month do people walk off this lot without buying because they just weren't sure it was a good deal, and you knew damn well it was an awesome deal? It happens. People don't recognize a good deal even if it slaps them upside the head. But it's the industry's fault. You know, we've been tricking people for a long time. It's never been more transparent than it is right now. We have never had to be more transparent with the consumer than we are right now. It's a great time to be a consumer, quite frankly. Some of you have heard me say this before. When a friend of mine comes up and says, hey, how do I get a good deal on a car, Richards? I say, show up. Just show up. Do your research. Figure out what vehicle you want. I said, you can find out what the invoice is on any number of different sites. You can find out what sort of dealer cash back or incentives are out there. I said, then go find a salesperson that you like. Don't lie to them. And they look at me like I got 4 eyes. Don't lie to the salesperson. I'm worried about the salesperson lying to me. And I look at him every time and say, look, I know you. I know car salespeople. You're way more likely to lie to a car salesman than a car salesman is likely to lie to you. And you know what? That's the truth. That's the truth. Now, when somebody sees this on YouTube, they're just going to wish me dead again. But that's a fact. Car salesmen are way more honest on the dealership lot than the consumer is, period, end of sentence. But we can't call consumers liars. We have to treat them like the gold that they are. So, With any Subaru, with any Lincoln, I can eliminate two fears. If I can tell a good story, it's impossible to pay too much, it's impossible to buy the wrong vehicle here, because if you do buy the wrong vehicle, you can exchange it. You can't pay too much, because if you find the same vehicle with the same benefits anywhere else within 3 days, hey, we'll cut you a check back for the difference, and we will do so cheerfully. And on the used car side, another fear is the fear of, well, Hunter, do people worry about buying somebody else's problems when they're buying a used car?
Yes, I do.
Yeah, well, where's it been? How's it been treated? Why did somebody trade it in, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. How can we